Starseeds, welcome back to the Starseed channel. It's your girl Bree, and this is another Astro report, and not a moon day reading, not a Mars day reading, but a Jupiter day reading. I hope this message finds you well in the mind, body, and spirit. I chose to do, well, I'm just kind of going with the flow of what feels right, honestly. I am not in the business of just, having a schedule or running my astrology spirituality journey that I'm sharing with the world as a business. Like, I'm kind of just going with the flow and trying to be as consistent as possible, but also delivering the message when I'm in the right headspace. I was doing the most, as I told you, I was in the country. I've been on a world tour, so now I'm back and I'm stationary. I'm where I need to be. Let me move this a little bit. Okay. So for today's Astro report, I really wanted to talk about this moon trine Saturn right now, and that's what we are experiencing at this moment. We're also experiencing a conjunction to Virgo Venus, so Libra moon, and we're also, it's just let's just say we have the Venus trine Pluto, we have Venus in conjunction with the moon, and we have moon trining Saturn. So what this says to me is that we are refining how we feel about things. We are getting real about our true feelings. We are finding out that either we are being defensive for no reason, trying to figure out, okay, why am I being defensive? Why does this bother me? Why am I choosing to engage in things that don't really resonate with who I'm aligning myself, or what I'm aligning myself with in my divine path? If that's the path that you're on. But if you're listening to this podcast, you should be merging into your divine path, and it should not be like, you're just here for horoscopes. Honestly, we're trying to be our best selves, and being your best self means being self-aware. So, yes, right now we are refining what we truly want. We are being honest with our emotions. Virgo is all about stop playing around, stop messing around, and being honest about what we truly feel and what we truly want. And if we don't want to do something, being honest about whatever it is that we don't want to do. And so we have 3 planets in Virgo right now. We have the Virgo Venus, Virgo Mars, and Virgo Mercury. So we're speaking the truth. We're being honest about what needs to improve, what practical applications that we need to put into our lives to get what we want, Virgo Venus. And we're also taking actions in a practical way, in a scientific way, so we can see that happen, Virgo Mars. So I really want and hope and pray that you are taking this time to really refine like how you love people, what you spend money on, what your goals are. The Leo new moon, the Leo new moon that we just had was very much about abundance and attracting abundance into your life, laying down the foundation for your future, laying down the changes that you want to make so you can see that future and putting that plan into action. And that's what I think what I feel that these Virgo transits are all about. They're all about putting those big ideas that you have, that future that you want, the money that you want, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, that is a part of your alchemy, a part of your divine path, is put into action. And so right now we have a lot of distractions going on. So it's a lot of things that are trying to get us to not believe in ourselves, or believe in our health, and believe in our ability to sustain our lives on our own. And it's getting to a lot of people. You may notice your family is feeling, all kinds of ways, your friends, your partner, whoever it may be, because everything is about relationships. And people are starting to me, kind of lose their minds. But at the same time, that doesn't make me feel like I have to lose my mind in order to function. I don't have to release my energy to any of this going on. And with these Virgo planets, and transits that we have right now, it's a great opportunity to take advantage of healing our bodies. Virgo is about healing the physical body in a practical way and noticing when your body needs attention. Like, I've been eating like crap for the past week, and now I know I got to get back on my healthy stuff and get back in the gym and things like that. So that's another great way to take advantage of this Leo and this Virgo energy. So with this moon trine Saturn, can't talk. With this moon trine Saturn, there is an emphasis on, are you just being defensive because you don't understand what the other person is trying to say, or are you protecting yourself? And this trine is making it a harmonious conversation between what we want or what we feel and our discipline and how we feel. So you don't want to be closed off, but you also want to find a balance. Like, am I giving more than I'm receiving? Am I people pleasing too much? Am I not thinking about what's best for me? And what works for you does not work for everybody else. And you don't have to apologize for the fact that sometimes it's a no for me. It's just going to be a no for me. And if that means that we're not going to be friends, we're not going to be, close family members or whatever it may be, then that's just what it is. It's hard and it's tough. But at the end of the day, it's like, are you honoring yourself and your higher self? Or are you people pleasing? Are you allowing others to dictate how you live your life because they want to live in fear? They let the news brainwash them and turn them into zombies. And I think about this whole news and how they're relaying information, if you're so fear-based or whatever, wouldn't you be scared of misinformation? Wouldn't you be scared that they are not relaying information in a truthful way? And every day is something new. To me, that's scary. To me, that doesn't make any sense at all. But I understand that we're all on different frequencies of understanding. And it really feels like we're backtracking to me. It feels like we're taking a step back to take a step forward. And I understand that I always want to be positive. But at the same time, it's just are you, I hear people say things and then I'll break it down to them and they'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, what? How do you even get to this point where you feel this strongly about something that you don't have all the facts on? And then the facts are being presented to you in a very just all jumbled together, not really making sense kind of way. And these are the experts or the scientists, it's really driving me nuts to even talk about it, but I have to address it. So right now, with these transits, with this Libra moon, with this Jupiter day, Venus day is tomorrow, and then Saturn, and then the Venus trine Pluto. How can you perfect, how can you refine, how can you rebirth what you value? How can you take your power and use it to empower yourself and empower others? And those others may not be the people that you thought it was going to be. And are you honoring yourself? With this moon trine Saturn, are you honoring yourself, or are you being defensive for no reason? Are you being so defensive that people don't know who you are and that's why you're upset? It's really hard for people to get to know you if they can't get past that wall. If there's no wall, then I'm not talking to you. But I'm talking about the people who are really getting defensive right now, or the people who are learning that you got to have disciplines with your emotions. You can't just say yes to everything and then you're not feeling filled. You're not feeling cared for. You're not feeling nurtured, or your intuition is telling you that you should not be doing something, but you're doing it anyway because you just want to help or you just want to give. So let's get into the reading. I just had to address some things because I just realized, like, I mean, you look at the movies and you think that the zombie apocalypse is going to be like a bunch of like man-eating crazy people, but it's kind of getting there already. We're kind of there already, and it's just like, wow, like this, it may not look like the movies, but it's getting there. But you know, you have to decide what your path is. How are you going to manifest abundance? How are you going to step up in these times? And I know I've said this a million times here, but I really do mean it. Like, this is really your time to step into your lane, not allowing people to control you. Because you know what they're trying to control? Your creative energy, your ability to think on your own and sustain your own life. They're trying to tell you that you have to rely on concerts, you have to rely on restaurants, you have to rely on gyms, you have to rely on public spaces to function. The clubs, day parties, whatever it may be. So just keep that in mind, that you have everything you need. If you're welcoming abundance into your life, it shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem. If you set intentions and you act on those intentions, you put together a plan to manifest those intentions, it shouldn't be a problem. And I know a lot of these things are very simple things, but you would be surprised how many people find these things hard, like meditating, going out in nature, learning how to plant and grow your own food, cooking your own food, going to the spots that are like holistic and organic. It's hard, but you know, effort is the key here, not perfection. You know, praying, knowing when to rest. That's another thing with the Virgo stuff. You got to learn how to rest. You got to learn when it's time to relax. What else? Cleansing your body, your colon. Detoxing. Detoxing from social media. Detoxing from people. Thinking for yourself. When everybody says go left, you go right because you know that's right for you. Not just because you know it's right. It's very simple. But you'd be surprised how much people complicate things. And another thing is, when people complicate things, they want you to complicate your life the way that they complicate theirs. They don't understand a free-minded, free-thinking person. And it's not even really free thinking. I don't ever feel like I'm the only one. I'm not the only one doing this. I'm not the only one reading cards. I'm not the only one telling people to get in touch with who they really are, to be aligned with what their divine path is, be their own alchemist. I'm not the only one saying these things. Don't live in doubt. Don't live in fear. Don't do that. Just trust the journey. Trust the path. Stay in alignment. Don't let anybody throw you off. All right, let's get to the reading. Spirit, guides, ancestors, angels, divine, God, goddesses, please come into this reading and give us a word today. What do we want to know today? We want to know how to release the tension. How to release the tension. How to release anything that's in our way of our divine path. So how do we release the tension in our lives? How do we release the people who are causing the tension? Because some people you can't avoid, but you can preserve your energy. Like I was saying in a Leo reading. You are a queen, or if you're a queen or you're a king, you got to act like it. You can't let everything pull you in all these different emotional directions. All right. Let's get into it. All right. Ooh, we have the 7 of Wands. I pull out two at a time now. And we have the 9 of Cups. So yes, yourself Your journey by yourself is going to give you the emotional fulfillment that you're looking for. And this is exactly what we were just discussing, as far as not allowing, like, it's one thing to be defensive in your emotions and another thing to be protective of yourself, because people will try to come in and tell you like your plan is wrong, your plan is like, oh, why are you doing this? Because everybody else is hopping on this train and you're not. That doesn't mean that you're wrong. It doesn't mean that I'm wrong because I'm not doing what everybody else is doing. It's not wrong. I don't need, you don't need to be doing what everybody else is doing. You don't have to. We did not come here to be like everybody. And I feel like you end up finding your tribe and the people that are like you this way. You don't feel fulfilled by doing and what others expect you to do. You're going to continue to be sad, jealous, envious of everybody else who is walking in their truth, and not just sitting back observing, not just sitting back and being a follower, but really stepping up and being somebody. And maybe that's not your path. Maybe you are the follower. Maybe you are the person that has to follow people around and do whatever they say. It's something to think about. But you want to welcome good karma to your own life, your individual life, because at the end of the day, you got to deal with you. You have rights. You have to deal with you. At the end of the day, what these people who are telling, the thing about people that try to project the government, the family members, friends, and whoever else, the thing about them is when shit hits the fan, when you get depressed, when you're in the hospital, when you're, hopefully, God forbid any of this happens, but I'm just saying, in my observation, people will leave you hanging. They will leave you hanging to save themselves, especially the government. They don't care if something happens to you. You would just be collateral damage. So remember that when somebody's trying to tell you how you should live and what you should do, are they going to be there when it's all said and done? Are they going to be supporting you when it's all said and done? If their advice goes left, then what? It's just like, oh, my bad. No. What else we got? Oh, we got the Seven of Swords. And we have the World. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. So yes, wholeness, feeling whole. And every time I've seen this lately, it's been feeling more and more. I think Aquarius got this card last month, and I was like, y'all might be hiding the plan, but Aquarius is very observant and they're very innovative and future oriented. So this is not like an imposter syndrome. I'm rejecting myself. And even if they are, they might still be, I don't know. I got to check on y'all. But this feels like you are hiding your plans or protecting your plans, protecting your peace, because you know that a lot of people are brainwashed. A lot of people don't know what they're doing. A lot of people are getting misinformation and then regurgitating the misinformation. A lot of people are pop-up doctors and physicians now. Like, it's just becoming insane, and you're just trying to keep your sanity so that you feel whole. And that's going to make you feel whole. Do what makes you feel good. Do what makes you feel like comfortable. Whatever that looks like for you. And it's going to feel like imposter syndrome. It's going to feel like, how did I get here? Who am I to object to this? You have a right to have a mind of your own, to stand in your own consciousness. And no matter what anybody else has to say, it really doesn't matter. This really feels like family, and it feels like this is like a painful thing, because family is, everything to people, is everything to me. But at the same time, you're kind of seeing that at this point, if you're to really tapping into this Aquarius, Uranus, Saturn energy, you're realizing that what you were taught and what you knew before is not necessarily the truth. What you're being fed is not necessarily the truth. It does not make you feel good to hear these things. I knew this card was coming today. Ooh. I love this so much. We got the Hierophant and we got the 8 of Wands, which is so perfect because we just had the Leo moon, and we just had just talking about standing on your own beliefs and believing in yourself. And I think this is uncomfortable for some of us. Like, some of us have never been rebellious. We've never stepped out of our shell. We've never gone against what our mama, daddy, sister, and all these other people have to say. But you have to, because this is going to bring the abundance. This is going to bring the change. This is going to rain down. This is how the blessings are going to rain down. And like I said last time, no, it's not going to be perfect. No, it's not going to be the best feeling ever sometimes, but you'll know that it's what you're supposed to be doing, because you are aligned, you are protected, you are supported, and you're going to feel that way. You're going to wake up and still want to do it, still want to show up. Just like I'm doing this, I still want to do it. I still want to show up. I still do. So I know I'm called to do this, regardless of who believes in it, but regardless of who cares. I don't care, because it's not about them. It's about me and the higher power. That's it. Me and God, me and the divine, me and the ancestors, me and spirit. That's it. That's it. So do not be afraid to talk your shit. Do not be afraid to stand on what you believe in. Do not be afraid to say, okay, well, that's not for me no more. If they're saying concerts, you got to have the jab to go to a concert, and you don't want to get the jab, everything is streamed anyway. So who you really hurting? Nobody but your damn self and your pockets. So, and your reputation of being controlling. Like, if you look at the history of how they've done things like this in the past, and how, this has become like a divide and conquer kind of thing, and they're gonna continue to push this agenda. You got to think about this. And it's not just you, trust me. It's me, you, and other people. But change is coming, change is on the way, and you're going to be divinely protected, supported, and loved through it all, regardless of who agrees and who doesn't. But there's 2 lightning bolts here. So this is Spirit saying it's either you're going to get with it or get lost. You're either going to rise to the occasion, or you're going to crumble. You're going to crumble under pressure. You're going to crumble under fear. You're going to crumble under doubt. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? All right, let's pull an animal card. I love these. Y'all know I love these. We have 8 minutes left. Good on time. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. What's it going to be, Spirit? What's going to be our animal card? What is this spirit animal coming through right now? Okay. Oh my goodness. We got the rabbit again. I'm going to pull another one. Okay, we got the earthworm. Okay, what am I feeling from this? Okay, so you see how the earthworm is like it's black and white on the outside, and then it's colorful on the inside. So for me, let's see what's coming through. What's coming through? You have to protect your magic. You got to protect what's sacred to you. You have to protect your energy. You got to remember that there is dangers on the outside. There is, because we got the rabbit first, and it's both earth, right? So there's dangers coming. You know that there is trouble that is on the outside, but on the inside, you have a lot to offer. You have a lot that other people want. And this is really reminding me of this entire situation, like how they're basically trying to drain your creative energy, your confidence, your belief system. And what I notice is a lot of people are not strong in their belief system. So that's why they're so easily swayed by whatever people are saying. and constantly saying to them. And then you have to watch, you really got to watch what you're consuming. You got to watch these algorithms. You got to watch how these things are set up to control your mind. So I would be doing a lot of muting, unfollowing, checking out of conversations, and ignoring people. Ignoring things. Because at the end of the day, you got to think about how much of your energy is being drained because of this. So if you want to really stay in your power, you got to know what you believe in and what you stand on. What do you believe in and what do you stand on? Because the world will crush your beliefs. The world will crush your dreams. The world will tell you this is not a good time to do that. And sometimes it's not a good time and you're forcing it. But outside of that, but you know it's not in the divine plan if you are forcing it. You know that. And I know some people forced it anyway. Especially if you have very weak boundaries. And our boundaries are being tested right now with this Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So we're being tested in all kinds of ways right now, especially emotionally, especially mentally. But Spirit is saying you need to protect your peace. You need to get into alignment with what works for you and protect it. Yes, there are dangers. Yes, the eagle is coming down. But is the eagle gonna catch you? Probably not. Is whatever gonna happen? Yeah. But at the end of the day, you're gonna be proud of yourself for standing up for what you believe in. But if you're a follower, if you want to stay in fear, if you want to stay in the background and do nothing, that is your business. But I'm not talking to you. Whew. Okay, let's see what the surrender card is. Oh, we got 3 minutes. I'm so proud of myself. Let's see what surrender card we get. I love doing readings like this. I think I'm going to keep doing it. Okay. What is our surrender card, Spirit? What do we need to surrender? I already know. Surrender our fear and doubt. I already know. But let's see what the cards have to say. Because the cards don't lie. The cards don't lie. Okay. Yes. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Yes, stop being so defensive. This Mercury trine Saturn that I was talking about earlier. Like, stop being so defensive and you don't even know what you're being defensive about. You don't even know how, like, you're projecting so much that you didn't forget about your own self. You don't even know what's going on inside yourself. And when you go back and check in with yourself and say, okay, so how else can I protect my emotions without being defensive for no reason? How else can I bring harmony to the situation without being extra defensive, without being extra in general, extras, causing chaos, causing resistance around me? Surrender to the miracle. Surrender to what could happen, what's going to happen, what you know is going to happen, what you see in your mind happening. Make sure that happens. And the divine is supporting you and protecting you through this. And if you believe it, so many things can happen for you. But the moment that you start fearing and trying to control and letting your anxiety take over, and surrender to people pleasing. We know this already. We know that we need to stop doing that. And that's another moon trine Saturn reminder. Like, where am I giving too much and receiving less? Where am I too much about business and not enough about myself? Okay? So I'm going to pull a self-care card because we need it. And then I'm going to go because I love y'all. Okay. What is our self-care? What do we need to do to care for ourselves? Spirit, let us know. Let us know. Okay. Positive affirmations. Yes. Write those stickies down. Write it down in general. Tell yourself every day that you are amazing, beautiful, and great. Oh, hold on. Let me get the podcast back. Tell yourself that you are amazing, you're beautiful, you're capable. You are protected. There are certain things that you don't need anymore because you learned everything you need to learn. I have learned what I need to learn from this person and I'm ready to move on. I've learned what I need to learn from this situation and I'm ready to move on. It made me stronger, it made me better, and I am thankful. I am grateful. It's also about being positive about the things that you have let go of. The behaviors, the people, the places. Thank you for what you've given me. Thank you for giving me this experience. I'm grateful. I'm forever in gratitude for this time that we had. What else? Clear your energy field. Yes. See, I need to get into the bath and do my rituals. I think y'all need to do that too. Get into the bath, do some Epsom salt baths, do some type of sage cleansing, do some type of stand in the rain, go to the beach. What else can you do? I'll always meditate, of course. Get some crystals and just meditate with your crystals. Whatever you have to do to like ground yourself, clear your energy, release any energy that is not yours, this is the time to do it. Okay. Well, I gotta go, y'all. I love y'all, and I will try my best to update and upload this YouTube video, and hopefully I will continue to do this. I probably will because I do like to do the videos along with the podcast. So stay tuned for that. Please like, share, subscribe, and also rate. Don't forget to rate me on the Apple Podcast, Spotify platform because it will help me get more listeners and more engagement. So thank you so much if you've already done that. And also, please follow me on Instagram at StarCBree at Instagram on Instagram. And you can follow me on Twitter as well at StarCBree. As far as readings, I will let y'all know I'm still on the fence about that, but I'm leaning towards doing astrology readings because it's to me it's more practical. Like I don't have to conjure up like experiences in life and things like that. I can kind of just give you advice through your own personal birth chart. So I'm going to probably start that back up this month. I just have to figure out what I'm going to charge and everything. I have to set all that up. So look out for that, and I will see y'all later. Love you. Bye.